Hey there. Well, some people have been asking me the type of gear that I use and what I use for worship especially. So I thought I'd take you for a run through of all the rig that I have and how I use it and what I use for worship. So let's take a look.
All right, so this is my pedal board that I use. I start off by going into a volume pedal, just a straight Ernie Ball volume pedal, and I take the volume or the tuner out into a turbo tuner, the ST200. It's a great tuner, really fast and accurate. I take the line out of it and go into a Keeley compressor. That's mostly for clean sounds. I use it to like fatten up and warm up clean sounds a little bit, give them a little more sustain. And then I take it out into a TC chorus pedal, the Dreamscape pedal. It's a good pedal. I normally use it, I'll use it or a Corona or like an Arian stereo chorus to get that sort of like Leslie type of sound, or sometimes I get a big chorus sound out of it also. From there, it goes over here into my rack, and it goes into a Voodoo Lab switcher, and basically it's just a pedal switcher that's controlled by my pedal board. I have 3 different distortions in here now. Sometimes I have different stuff, but I have a Zen drive that I use for my first stage of drive, just a little tiny bit of crunch. Then I have the full drive. That's sort of the workhorse for me that I get like my heavier crunch in. It's a great sounding pedal. And then I go into a Pinnacle by Wampler. It's sort of like a Van Halen-ish type of wide open big Marshall sound, and it's a good sounding pedal. It has a tendency to get lost in the mix a little bit, so I have tendency to use the full drive more unless I'm doing solos. From there, it goes back into my pedal board. So out of that and into the pedal board and into my Strymon Timeline. It's a pretty amazing sounding delay pedal. I really like it. This goes in front of the amplifier, so it goes out of my pedals, out of the distortions, into this, and then basically into the rest of my rack. Let me talk you through one thing though. I do have a controller for this, so I use MIDI for control. And basically what I have is 4 primary sounds that I normally use. So I have like a big distortion sound, my normal rhythm, which is the one that I use by far the most, a dotted 8th note rhythm that I use, and then I have a clean verb sound that I use. So with one switch I can get into those, and I can program my delays and reverbs and stuff so that they're all tempo tapped and ready to go. But on the top row, if I'm doing stuff a little more on the fly, I have control over my 3 distortions, so 1, 2, and 3, and my channel switching on my amp, which I don't use very often, to be honest. And then I have a rack that I have a delay, a chorus, pitch, and tempo tap all in, and so I can turn those off and on also as I wish. And then I also have one extra little pedal over here that I use. It's programmable. It's sort of the magic pedal. Anything that I want to use it for, I can use it for, so whatever I want to assign it as. And then I have a Voodoo Lab to power up everything. Now back to the rack then. So it goes from my pedals, in pedal board pedals, into these pedals, back into the Strymon, and then into the face of the Matchless. I use a DC30. It's a pretty good clean sounding amp, nice sound in general. Sort of like an AC30 type of sound. In the effects loop of that then, something a little different that a lot of guys don't do now, is I have a TC Electronic G Major 2, and that's where I get my reverb sounds and a lot of my delays. And the reason I use that is it's programmable. So, you know, I just hit a patch and everything changes. I don't have to hit 5 pedals. I just hit 1 pedal, and my reverbs, my delays, my distortions, everything changes on the fly. So with one switch, I can change everything. So it's pretty fast and pretty effective for what I'm doing.
Well, hopefully that was helpful for you guys, and good luck with that. Obviously, I run a rig a little bit different than some people do, so you know, find your own way on stuff, but hopefully it'll give you an idea of some of the sounds that I use in worship.